But we talk about people struggling financially. I know in our office, when Luke Grant, just before 10 o'clock this morning, it was hard not to get emotional when Luke took this call from Rose, an 80-year-old.
I just got an electricity bill, $645. The last one before that was $435, and the one before that was $14. What's happening, Luke?
What's happening? Can you pay the $645?
Luke, by the time I pay my rent...
Don't worry, Rose.
I've got $500 left.
Oh, jeez.
I can't pay it. I've got congestive heart failure, and I can't take any more stress.
Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing.
I was on life support last year.
Oh, dear, Rose.
They saved my life, and now I'm old. I'm nearly 80.
Oh, you poor thing.
All I'm doing is going to bed early at 5 o'clock at night.
Oh, dear.
With 2 hot water bottles.
It's moving stuff, isn't it? And, you know, this doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But before Rose had even been put on hold, there was a 2GB listener on the phone donating the money, offering $1,000 for that bill to be paid. That doesn't surprise me at all, because you listeners do that all the time when someone's in need, and it is something we as broadcasters and staff appreciate more than you could ever know. But this is Australia, for God's sakes, in 2012, the so-called lucky country, and to have an elderly lady at 80 years young in so much distress over an electricity bill is a disgrace. The woman is too frightened to turn on a light bulb. She goes to bed at 5:45 in the afternoon. All I can say to that is, Barry O'Farrell and Julia Gillard, hang your heads in shame. Now, Barry O'Farrell promised to curb spiralling energy prices, yet the hikes keep coming. Julia Gillard is hell-bent on taxing us out of existence. And while everyone gives platitudes about assistance packages for those struggling, the bottom line is it's not reaching people like Rose. And for all the huff and puff from the Prime Minister that we've overinvested in electricity, just remember this. With the stroke of the pen, she could wipe 20% off every Australian's bill by dumping the carbon tax. You could even dump the GST. And while on the Prime Minister, it baffles me why she just doesn't get it. After all, she's supposed to be representing Labor, the battler. Yet her battlers have seen their standard of living absolutely squeezed. And while many may think the carbon tax has had little effect on their way of life, I fear that now the first quarterly energy bills are beginning to come in post-carbon tax. Poor Rose is going to be just the beginning of people being crushed by Julia Gillard's green madness in this area. Australia has an abundance of coal, yet we have amongst the highest electricity bills in the world. If that's not a national scandal, I don't know what is.